Hey everybody, it's Odin, and I have breaking news for you. That's right, the fandom has had its very first beach off. That's right, a very, very violent beach off.
If I wasn't severely injured, I would beat you off right now, Ken.
I'll beach off with you any day, Ken.
Hold my ice cream, Ken.
Now I'm going to show you a video of an altercation that occurred very recently at a furry event, and I'm just going to post it here and then comment on it. And it's been posted on Twitter or X, whatever the hell you want to call it. And I'm going to, blur a little bit of it or whatever, because not everybody needs to see a point of impact or blood. But anyway, here's that video now.
Right time, you Chill out.
Area here, please.
We're so sorry.
Chill out.
Give me a
Oh my God!
Give me sense for stop!
Do
not touch them!
Why am I the one who got you?
Now, when this was first posted, there wasn't much context, but luckily some of it has been provided, because when I saw this video, I was like, is the person with the megaphone hitting the guy the bad guy, or is the guy getting hit the bad guy? What did the guy getting hit do to deserve that? I was very confused. I was like, this isn't a great look for the fandom or whatever, but I don't know. I reserved judgment. I didn't say anything. I wasn't gonna make a video until I got proper context for this event. Now I'm going to read you a thread of tweets from somebody who knows the context of this event, and I just want to put out there that everything they are saying is alleged, and everything they're talking about concerning the individuals in the video is completely alleged. I don't know if there's been bona fide proof or whatever, but for legal reasons and to protect myself and the person who made the tweet, these are alleged, completely alleged things. So this is from Sarah the Lioness. Context time, this is my own writing, not for any org. The guy who got thwacked was Ren. He's known to be a chud, but he's not a Naz. I'm not going to say the full word because it's YouTube, and YouTube's stupid if I try to say that word. You know what I'm trying to say. That title belongs to his boyfriend, Scarred. Unfortunately, I knew them both very well, and I hosted a meet with them for about 1.5 years. Now, Scarred loves to get in internet fights and start drama. He's pretty poorly regarded in the bulk of the SoCal furry community, especially among the fur meat crowd. For example, he liked a Naz fur image on Stream's community page. After many escalations, it became a pretty widely known issue. Add to that some general chuddy behavior. Never heard the word chud used so much. And he became known as a Naz. He was also in some furry raider groups as a spy, or so he claimed. This gave lots of people a bad taste in their mouths. Pushback really started when they decided to run an RBFM meet in a time when COVID was high. They took mediocre precautions despite concerns from the admins like myself. They were not checking vaccinations. Yes, this does mean I helped run that very meet. It was a mistake, but I've learned. Most of the pushback came back from a few individuals who I don't need to be named. Ren and Scarred are both engaged in smears, legal and allegedly violent threats, and other behavior that was terrible. They decided to end RBFM because of the nearly 2 years of drama after that. That brings us to the Sunset Bonfire Fur Meet. This is where the altercation occurred, and one or more of the individuals targeted by the harassments is on the staff. Obviously, Ren and Scarred are banned from the private permitted event. They show up anyway, and in classic fashion, the situation escalated. A meet, admins, and megaphone was stolen, and the altercation got heated, and aggression ensued. Details are still new, and I was not there at the time, but this is the best I could gather. Ren and Scarred have a history of harassment, and the proof is not hard to find. Wrapping this up, there are other more serious allegations about them. A while ago, I had trusted them as a friend, and then some, and their true colors fly high now for all to see. And if this fandom does anything right, it's kicking out trash. This blew up, so time for a quick edit. If you're dating a Naz, you're a Naz. There's an exception in deprogramming, but Ren clearly had no intention of that. As well, if there's a bail fund for the suitor who hit Ren, be sure to post it here when I find it. And apparently there was an update. Somebody's mad that I told the truth. Scarred blocked them and said, "You backstabbing piece of S. You are evil. You are literally the worst person I've ever met." So, again, to reiterate, this is all alleged information. And I am gonna go about my opinion of this event, assuming that this alleged information is the truth. I haven't seen receipts of any of this, though, and it's only one person's alleged information, word of mouth, so it's not a lot to go on. So, let's go to this fur meet. okay? It's a private event on a beach. Is this a private beach or is this a public beach? Because if it's a public beach, I'm not sure you can have a private event on a public beach. I mean, unless you can rope it off, but you can kindly ask people to leave. And any sane person would simply leave that event of people if they're not welcome, especially if they've made it clear in previous times that they've been unwelcome to their events. Things clearly got heated. I'm not sure if there were words exchanged before the altercation or not. I would not be surprised at all if there was slurs thrown or something like that, but I don't know. I wasn't there. So what I'm gonna say is probably not what everyone wants to hear about the situation. I understand the inclination to assault someone, that urge to just hit someone in the face because they're such a f***ing pile of trash. And if this person really is the boyfriend of a Naz, which again, you should know what that word means. If they're a boyfriend of a Naz, then they're probably allegedly a Naz themselves. And if their boyfriend is actually a Naz, but that's alleged, then they're a garbage person. And I wouldn't be surprised if they instigated this event and if they went there just to stir things up. And I understand the want to hit someone in the face. I really do. But even if they are complete trash, a lot of times what people do that are on this side of things is that they go to events with the intent to rile people up. It's like what the Westboro Baptist Church does. That's their whole MO. It's to go to events, say things, incendiary things, verbal things to get a rise out of people. And once they get that rise out of people, they hope that it'll get physical. That person who clearly that got hit with a megaphone, they were already filming. They wanted a reaction. They wanted them to do something. Because you see, if you take this verbal altercation and you make it physical and you don't fight back, you can sue that person and you can get awarded money. This is literally Westboro Baptist Church entire thing. That is their business model. They just want to piss people off to get assaulted for money. So I'm not saying that this is what this person in this video did, but it's sort of this same MO. And it's like that trash YouTuber that harassed me at that furry event. They say things that they know will piss people off, but they don't get physical, and they hope to get a rise out of you. It's the same thing as when you go to a pride event and you see people with megaphones yelling at you. Now, a lot of those are crazy religious zealots, yes. Some people hope that it gets physical because they can sue you. What I'm saying here is don't get physical like this. And I understand this person may have deserved it. They may have instigated it. They may be bottom of the barrel garbage people that deserve to be sent to prison for their disgusting views and their actions. Don't get physical. I'm going to say the person that attacked them with a microphone was in the wrong. I'm not saying the person that instigated this wasn't horribly in the wrong. Maybe they deserve to be hit, but don't do it. I'm saying don't hit people. Don't make it physical, because you will go to jail if they didn't already. I'm not sure. Or this person will send this footage to a lawyer and you will get sued, and it costs lots of money. And if you're in jail, you need to get bailed out or whatever. You need to pay for that court case. You need to pay for lawyers, or you can get a garbage public defender. Good luck. I understand the want to just punch someone in the face for being such garbage. I'm gonna say most cases, it's not worth it. This person that was banned from a fur meet, you already know they're garbage. It's not worth hitting them. You know what I mean? Like, they're already ousted from the community. People are aware of their disgusting behavior. You can post about it on social media so people know with proof. Good. But I'm gonna say hitting them with a megaphone and making their nose possibly bleed and them actually injured, it's wrong. And I don't care if people are gonna get upset with me for saying that. That's okay. You don't have to have the same opinion as me, by the way. I just wanted to let you know that I'm allowed to have opinion on this, and you're allowed to have your opinion on this. But my opinion comes from a standpoint of, once it gets physical, it puts the aggressor in a lot of danger legally and financially. And if you're going to get physical with someone, which I don't recommend, you're gonna have to weigh the legal ramifications and the financial ramifications. And I guess you can decide in your mind whether or not that dopamine of punching them and feeling really good about yourself in that moment, is it worth those things? And I guess if you decide that's worth those things for you, that's on you. I don't agree with it. That's on you. What I also don't agree with is Naz furs. Disgusting. If you're a Naz fur, and I feel stupid having to say that word, but it is youtube.com. You know what word I'm trying to say based on the context of the tweets earlier. If you're a Naz fur, you're a piece of garbage. I don't support you. You're not welcome in the fandom. Wow. Controversial opinion, Odin. And as much as I do believe that Nazes all deserve to get punched in the face, I wouldn't do it personally because I don't want to go to jail, and no thank you. I can't afford to be sued over even a justified punching of the face. I wanted to comment on this because it is a very alarming video, and I haven't seen things get this heated in the fandom for a while. And I don't want this to become a norm either, that people that are unwanted and banned, you suddenly take it upon yourself to physically assault them. I think just simply saying you're not welcome here and then just shunning them. You know that person with the phone filming? You know what they fear the most? Being ignored. Just completely ignoring them. They wanted a rise out of you. They wanted you to get angry. They wanted you to hit them, and you validated that. These attention seekers, these garbage people, they want your attention. Don't give it to them. If you're at a pride event and people are screaming at you about how what you do is unholy, ignore them. My God, they hate to be ignored. They love it when you yell back. Don't give them the attention. If a person is going to a furry event with a microphone and trying to get a rise out of furries or interview you and they're not part of the official press badge, don't respond to them at all. Don't respond to them negatively. Don't respond to them positively. Don't answer their questions. Walk away. That's it. If everyone walked away from the people harassing conventions with a microphone, they'd have no footage. They'd have nothing. And it's impossible to, unfortunately, get that message across to every furry, but they'd have nothing. If this guy came to your meet, harassed you, and you said it was a private event, you could have called the cops and said they were harassing attendees and got them removed. Instead of punching them in the face and you go to prison, this person would have been removed from your event, perhaps. I mean, it's the police. Who knows what they would have actually done. Don't respond violently unless you're attacked first. You absolutely should be able to defend yourself, period, full stop. If somebody is, assaulting you, defend yourself. That's a nuclear option. Don't let someone anger you to the point of physical violence, because it's so, in 99.99999% of the cases, so not worth it. It is not worth financial, legal stress. And if it's filmed and there's not provided context, like there wasn't on Twitter or X, it looks bad on both parties, unfortunately, until proper context is given. And some people won't look for that context. They'll just see this and go, wow, furries are awful. And it's funny, when that person hit the ground, they went, this is why furries are terrible! They wanted furries to look bad, and you gave it to them. So just don't. That's what I'm trying to get out of this video. And I just want to say, a little disappointed this happened. I'm disappointed that Nazfurs even exist, period. Obviously, you're the worst. Go away. But I'm very disappointed that people are punching people and hitting them with objects, which could be, God, that could even be assault with a deadly weapon. Good luck. It's very scary out there. There's a lot of bad people. I understand the want and the urge to take out your anger, but there are better ways of doing it, and there are ways that won't backfire on you legally. That's my advice. Just my unprofessional, completely random YouTuber advice. And again, I just want to repeat, everything about the person who was assaulted and the assaulter is alleged. I am going on hearsay and secondhand information. I'm not positive about any of this. I don't know if this person's a boyfriend of a Nazfur or if they're a Nazfur themselves. I'm assuming that this information is correct, but it is alleged. Anyway, that's a random video I didn't plan on making. And also, just be safe out there. Again, I repeat this in my videos, but it's a scary world, and I want furries to be safe. And yeah, just be careful. And it's been Odin, and don't get into a physical beach off. Bye-bye.
And as always, I want to thank my patrons for last month, especially Timmy at the special Timmy Donut tier. Timmy, I'm going to see you at IFC soon. Hi, Timmy. Thank you for your support last month. And everybody, meaning one person, at the double diamond tier. And they are Buds. Thank you so much for your double diamond support last month. That's a ton of money, and that's so generous. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Buds, for giving me so much support these last couple of months. You're absolutely effing incredible. Thank you. And everybody at Diamond. Last month there was Lindsay, Natty Daddy, Friday, Deku Panda, and Slip Fox Socks. Thank you all 5 of you for your Diamond tier support. Again, it's a ton of money to pledge to anyone, especially little old me. Thank you all 5 of you for your enormous support last month. And everybody at Platinum, Tantanka Winterheart, Jay Skulls, Wilyafa, Neo, Robert Deere, and Sleeping Kaiju. Thank you all for your Platinum support last month. Again, it's a ton to pledge to anyone, let alone me. And I could never do it without people like you and everybody at Gold, Silver, and other tiers. Thank you so much for last month's support.